It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the...
It's game time in Oakland as the crowds at Oracle Arena look to cheer on the hometown Warriors. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. Last game for the Warriors, they pick up the W against the Hawks in Atlanta. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Their offense came fairly easy to them out there. The D wasn't rushing them to do anything, and because of that, they made a lot of smart, calculated decisions that turned into easy points.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court right now for the Celtics. Thomas is out there with Green. Then there's Horford. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Crowder in at the three. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Thomas with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Horford, no luck. On defense, Boston. It's a three-point game. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
They never let them get into any sort of comfort zone, and because of that, they were out of sorts all game long.
Thomas gets the bucket. And getting this far, Steve, and not being decimated by injury is a feat in itself. It's a battle of attrition. Are injuries a factor of luck, or is there more to it?
You know, there's some teams that do a better job, and they have these staffs or training staffs where they keep their guys in tip-top shape. And sometimes, no matter what you do, you're just going to have injuries. That's what you have to rely on, depth. They always have the term, next man up.
Here's Thomas, following the score by Golden State. Expanding his range. Horford missing again.
Only 1 of 4 to start, looking to find that rhythm.
And Curry has it in the corner. And the Warriors get it back. Horford against Iguodala. Second chance shot. A rebound by the Celtics. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Thomas with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Thomas with the ball. Last game he had 10 points, 6 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. He can't get that one. The Warriors go the other way. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
That's what you hope to see every game. When it all comes together like that, it's really fun to watch.
For the three, Kevin Durant with the rebound. Warriors leading by 6. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and that one drops. Varejão's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Green. Picked by Horford. Jumper off the screen. And that one hits back iron.
Tell you what, the defense got lucky there because you know he could hit it from mid-range.
Green with the block.
What a play from Draymond to rise up and send it back. He really takes pride in his defense.
Curry against Thomas. From deep. And that one is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the Celtics, really since the departure of the big three and Rajon Rondo, doing an amazing job of stockpiling assets and draft picks all along while still being competitive. So you had to know, though, that front office wouldn't hesitate to make a big move. This is an organization that seeks to compete for championships and nothing else.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And the Celtics last season in a quote-unquote rebuild mode. And yet, Greg, they were among the best teams in the NBA, certainly the East. Did they need to make any trades?
You know, they basically had to start combining assets. They were already one of the deepest teams in the league. They had 3 first-round picks in that 16 draft, 3 second-rounders. At some point, you have to make a quantity for quality trade because you only get 15 spots.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. And a huge jump in the salary cap this season, Steve. And next year it really goes up by more than $40 million probably in the next 2 years.
That's phenomenal.
Isn't that something?
Now a lot of these teams will get a chance to add even more players that can help their teams.
Boston making a switch here. Jerebko's checked in.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Livingston dishes to Bradley. Shoots. Durant, no good. Celtics trail by 10. Now let's find out what head coach Brad Stevens had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Kicks to Pachulia. Here's Livingston. No good from outside. Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Rozier. And Pachulia pulls it down. And here's Golden State. They're on a 13-5 run. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A 3 from Bradley. They get it back. Pachulia kicks to Livingston. Durant, the pass to Bradley. Now here's Pachulia. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Clark. Golden State moving the ball around from past the arc. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3.
And a huge lead here early to start.
The game plan is working to perfection so far. Didn't take them any time to get into rhythm.
Here's Olynyk. And his first shot of the game, no good. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Warriors on top, up 11. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
Pure hustle and desire for the ball on the glass. As long as they continue to give it their all, they'll be in outstanding shape.
Warriors leading by 11. On the floor for Boston, Thomas and Smart, the feisty backcourt pairing. Draymond Green is out there with Olynyk, and it's Brown in at the 3 slot. Yes, that goes in. Thompson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Warriors.
Impressive work from Thompson. Hard for the defense to react on the catch and shoot.
For Sean Livingston, a lot of his scores come from him hitting a jumper on a smaller guard. His post-up game and turnaround shot are one of the hardest things to stop in the league.
And so many people say, well, he has an advantage because of his size and height. But first of all, you got to have the ability and the skills to handle the basketball as a point guard. And so what, you're down there with smaller guys. You have to have skill set to make those turnaround jumpers. And also the mid-range game, that's an art. Sean Livingston has mastered it.
And that one is good. Olynyk's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the passing from Green doesn't just look for his shot, wanting to get his guys involved on every possession.
Here's Livingston. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Count it.
He really fought on the glass there and did a tremendous job coming up with that rebound.
Warriors leading by 11. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. On the wing, Thompson launches a 3. Rebound, Boston. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. A lot of great shooters in the league with that high rainbow arc. The studies show it helps. You get more of the rim to shoot at than coming in from an angle. Steve, you were learning to shoot, of course, at one time in your career. Was getting a high arc on your shot something you were taught?
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, though, Kevin, some guys have too much of a high arc, and I think it hurts them. I think you got to get the right balance. You got to stay in the gym, watch video, and get a chance to just get a good rhythm. Because on some shots closer in, you don't want to shoot it that high. You just got to get a measurement on where you're at on the floor at all times.
Interesting, too. There are very few guys whose jump shot all look alike. They're all different in some ways. Do you think?
It is.
Yeah.
I think guys do get in trouble if you don't have enough arc. But I think some guys have higher, some guys have it right in the middle. It depends on the shot and where you're taking it from.
And the quickness of the release.
Yes.
I mean, there's so much built into this. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Horford comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Green in for Marcus Smart. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it's always a transition and a difficult one for college coaches to come to the pros, but Celtics coach Brad Stevens made one of the smoothest we've seen after leading Butler to back-to-back national championship games. You hear that buzz from players to opposing coaches. Greg Popovich said, "I really respect what he does. His team executes. I'll still watch his Butler tape. Trying to learn some stuff, to be honest with you. High praise indeed, fellas."
And Popovich, really the godfather of the active coaches right now, D.A. His voice carries certainly a lot of weight in this league. Thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Green.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Free throw, good. Crowder.
And Jay Crowder really kind of stuck as a role player in Dallas, sent the Celtics in the Rondo trade, and boy, has he been a culture setter for Boston. The consummate pro, one of the most competitive players in our league, and he's become a difference maker on both ends. I think he's improved tremendously in the past season. Credit him and Coach Brad Stevens.
His shot's been inconsistent tonight, but teammates are picking up the slack, keeping them ahead in the score. See, when you're going into the teeth of the defense, you have to go harder. Soft lay-in won't cut it.
Now here is Varejao following the miss by Al Horford. And one of the things that stands out about Jay Crowder is that at 6'6", 235, very physically strong.
Yeah, he plays bigger than his height. Not shy about throwing his weight around. And one of the league leaders in steals per game. He can cover on the wing and body you up on the block.
Celtics trail by 14. Green, the screen. Thomas dishes to Horford. Curry with the steal. Feeds to Varejao. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Golden State. Ian Clark comes in for Thompson. And then for Boston, Jerebko comes in for Green. And it's Rozier in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Curry following the basket by Al Horford. From deep three-point range. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Rozier. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
In a moment now to see some numbers for Horford. Averaging 17 points per game, 8 rebounds, then 4 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Curry. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta. They get it back. Bradley kicks to Curry. Durant just inside the line. Again, Durant missing.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Here's Rozier, guarded by Curry. And it's the Warriors on the break. Crowder with the steal. Green inside the three-point line. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
There's the feed to Clark. Pass to Varejao. Down low. That's tipped. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Varejao comes with the double team. Back to Green. From beyond the arc. Boston again missing. Warriors leading by 16. Clark kicks to Durant. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Crowder's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the wing right side. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Celtics have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. It'll count. That'll do it for the first half. Warriors lead by 15. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's
Top at the half. They lead by 15. Kenny?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
And Shaq, what are your That'll do it.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
And that's the sign of a truly gifted player who isn't just looking out for his own stats. He loves getting his guys involved, too.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Anderson Varejao is out there with Durant, and it's Iguodala in at the small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Curry kicks to Varejao, and it's slammed in by Varejao.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Celtics trail by 19. Thomas up top, guarded by Curry. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Although it isn't clear-cut that Curry is the best player in the game right now, he certainly has the best case. Back-to-back MVPs. And Steve, the impact he has on the court is just peerless.
You can throw other names in as well, but Curry and his back-to-back MVPs puts him in elite company. He is quickly rising on the all-time greatest players list. He's earned it, and he has transformed the art of shooting.
Warriors leading by 17. The three. Thompson in the post. Working on Green. Outside for Curry. Fires for three. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And that's 3 out of 4 now coming out of the break. The offense playing with a purpose.
Here's Thomas. A shot off that time. So Golden State will take it the other way. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Curry's shot is good.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Start it.
And with today's training method, Steve, today's players probably better conditioned than ever before. But Smitty, who would you say are the most athletic players in the NBA?
I think come to mind is LeBron James, DeAndre Jordan, Zach LaVine, Blake Griffin. But that Russell Westbrook, he's one of those guys, it's a different type of athleticism. It's with force as well. I think he can win a whole bunch of medals.
He could. Torque comes to mind, too, when I think of Russell's game. I also think Kawhi Leonard might be in that conversation.
He is. Andrew Wiggins.
Yes, another one. Exactly.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Another three for Golden State.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rozier, he's checked in for Green. Here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Thomas has it in the corner. That's tipped. Curry. Can't get the heave to fall.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Maybe he lost a bet or something. That's about the only way I can explain that shot.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kenneth Faried, and call him Kenneth. He gets mad when you say Ken. He's the manimal, one of the best rebounders in the league. He plays with a tremendous motor. But Faried said, I never looked at myself as just an energy player. I just have a lot more passion than other people in the league. And I play hard. I have talent and passion. Kevin?
A key player for Team USA gold medal in 2014. Thanks, D.A. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Shot from the top of the key. And Boston with the rebound. Olynyk got his 3rd rebound tonight. Thomas with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Dishes it to Olynyk. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Takes the 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds in this game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
When you get the rock to Green down low, he is a wrecking ball, using his body and arms so well.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
A great timeout call there to make some changes and get the momentum back in his team's favor.
Different look here for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for Verejao. Avery Bradley comes in for Andre Iguodala. Ian Clark's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And then for Boston, Jerebko's checked in for Green. Brown comes in for Jay Crowder. And Smart subbed in for Terry Rozier. And Bradley gets it to go.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Moment here now for an injury report. And let's get an update on Al Horford's injury. David, any news?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. At this point, he's saying that it looks like a grade 1 sprained ankle. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it and better than ever.
And I'm sure his teammates want to see him come back very, very soon.
And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Golden State. They're on a 20-6 run. Well, Isaiah Thomas, a first-time All-Star in 2016, only the second player in NBA history, 5'9" or shorter, to merit that honor. I didn't know that.
Yeah, following in the footsteps of the legendary Calvin Murphy. And for a guy taken with the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft, Thomas no longer Mr. Irrelevant. Another step in his quest to become the best under 6-foot basketball player to ever lace him up.
4 on the shot clock. Again, Thomas missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Livingston, no luck. Boston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And Durant comes to help. Brown with it, now guarded by Bradley. Here's Jerebko. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Jerebko's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Warriors have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Now Livingston. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Clark. No good with the wing jumper. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Warriors ahead. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Celtics shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. On the floor for Boston. Down out there with Jerebko. And it's Young. And it's Mickey in at the 5 spot. Here's Thompson. And it's good for 2. Thompson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Warriors.
Thompson, a master at positioning himself well down inside and schooling the defense.
Brown wide open. He fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The defense totally blew it. They left him way too wide open, and he dropped that one with ease.
Smitty, you've hit a lot of clutch shots in your career. What is it that allows certain players to remain cool and collected when their shot can decide the outcome of a game?
You know, a lot of guys talk about it. You can't let the game speed you up. And you can see some young guys and some veterans, they catch the basketball in their mind. They're starting to go faster. Really, on clutch shot, you really have to make the game slow down.
It's deflected. Pushing it up. Here's Thompson. There's the dish to Pachulia. He kicks it to Clark. On the wing, Thompson. Picked by Pachulia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Thompson, no good. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Rozier kicks to Jerebko. His three-pointers off the mark.
No defensive pressure. That's a three-point attempt. He loved to have that.
McCaw. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And nowadays, we see a lot less players who stay on one team for their entire career. Smitty, you played for 6 different teams in your career. Would you have rather stayed in just one spot?
No, I think when I look at it, when I look back at my career, at first at the time, Kevin, a little upset moving around, but the experience I got and to win the championship, I got a chance to move from organization to organization, meet so many different people. I like the change. My wife didn't like it.
I was just going to say, how'd your family react to all that?
Well, the one thing about it is my kids weren't old enough to change. They weren't in school yet, so that helped.
Huge.
My wife, I got to give her a lot of credit. She did a good job of being the champion at home while I was gone.
Do you know what they say? Behind every successful man is a surprised wife. You and I are lucky in that regard, aren't we?
Yes, indeed.
Clark kicks to McAdoo. Pachulia inside. Working on Jerebko. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Thompson in the corner. Second chance shot, and he hits the jump shot.
These shots are the ones that separate Thompson from the rest of the pack. An elite shooter.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The shot's good from Jerebko.
He knows his teammate loves to shoot from that spot on the floor and get him the ball exactly there.
Here's McCaw, picked by Pachulia. No good from McCaw. For Boston, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for McCaw. Up top, Pachulia. Clark kicks to Thompson. And the Warriors miss again. Celtics shooting around 29% from the floor. A tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Shots good from Young.
Really outstanding job by the offense to get the ball right near the bucket.
Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
It wouldn't be the first time. He's a closer, a player who loves to slam the door shut.
That one goes. Count it. Jerebko's got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense was not even close on that assignment. That was too easy.
And here's Livingston. He dishes it to Pachulia. And there's the pass to McAdoo. No good on the triple. The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Hunter kicks to Mickey. Celtics passing it around. Jerebko can't get it to go. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Stephen Curry. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Young's checked in for Boston. And the second free throw, good.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
They set the pick. Thompson from long range. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
They did. Fantastic run here to really put this game to bed.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Passes to Clark. Back to Livingston. Thompson outside. Gets it to fall.
Thompson is just as consistent as they come from three-point land.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move. Stephen Curry. What a monster third quarter from him. Pushing the action, dictating the pace, key elements that really affected the outcome of this game. Shaq, what'd you think?
What a huge lift he got from the crowd tonight. There's nothing those fans love more than this.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
With Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Aristotle, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from... All right, David, thanks. And Steve, every game so crucial here in the end part of the season. One loss can determine whether or not you are in the playoffs.
And that is tough. You see it coming down to, hey, these two teams are jockeying one game out of playoffs, another team one game out of this position. But that one game win or loss could be back, looking way back like in December or October. That's where you lost it.
Bad wins can creep and come back and bite you, can't they? All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Iguodala out there with Durant, and it's Varejao in at the center position. From deep. The shot by Curry, no good. On defense, Golden State, their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
How about the rhythm they got into offensively there? That no doubt in my mind what the result was going to be once they started to click.
They are just a powerhouse squad when their offense is rolling like that. It's scary how good they are when they are playing at that level.
And he gets it to go. Durant's got 5 points so far.
With his size and touch, Durant has all the tools to hurt you around the rim.
Now Rubio. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Clippers. Outside, Levine. Pass to Towns. Clock at 4. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Just talk that one up to a little miscommunication. I'm sure they'll get on the same page.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 8 points for him.
I love this game plan. Attack, attack, attack. That's why they're already 4 for 4.
Always a threat. 3-point land that time was seriously expanded.
And Rubio kicks to Levine. Stolen by Thompson. And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Stephen Curry doing a nice job being able to take the contact and still finish the play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Higgins outside. Garnett against Durant. Iguodala with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Rubio against Curry. Pass to Durant. A three ball. Minnesota with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Their offense came fairly easy to them out there. The D wasn't rushing them to do anything, and because of that, they made a lot of smart, calculated decisions that turned into easy points.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in.
Don't underestimate Klay Thompson on the defensive end. Perfect timing on the block.
For three, Durant. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball. And if you're a Timberwolves fan, you have got to be ecstatic about the future of this team. I mean, as good a young talent as we have in our league, good cap space flexibility, and just a lot of positives moving forward.
Such a sweet stroke from Andre on the 3 ball. Always a danger to light it up from there.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And Rubio kicks to Towns. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Three-pointer. Knocks it loose. Warriors leading by 7. On its way from Curry for 2. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Hey, Smitty, you won an NBA title with the Spurs back in 2003. Do you feel that changed how you approached the game after you won that championship?
Yeah, it does, Kevin. You get a chance to understand how hard it takes to win a championship. But I think also when you lose in a Western or Eastern Conference, you understand these moments are valuable. And your career could be long, but really it's so short trying to win a championship.
Do people treat you differently once you are a champion as compared to prior to a championship win?
I think you treat yourself different. You stick your chest out a little bit different. But I think also, you want to win. Sometimes you want individual awards, but it's good to win a championship, just like winning a gold medal.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Hill.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Wiggins inside the line. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
You know, that job of getting through screen is not pretty, but somebody has to do it.
Here is Durant. He's got 8. From deep. The pass to Clark. He dishes it to Bradley. The 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
A combination of unforced errors and just poor decision-making. They need to be much better in that aspect of the game this time around.
Livingston kicks to Durant. Durant drawing the double team. 5 on the clock. And so it's Golden State with it. Now here's Wiggins. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Lets the three fly. That shot missing. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for this. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Because this is a team full of sharp shooters whose eyes light up when given the opportunity to shine. And they are really knocking them down right now.
Levine and Wiggins, the young athletic backcourt. Gorgie Dang is out there with Muhammad. And it's Aldridge in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
You know, you talk about coaching trees. Steve Kerr in his first 2 years already has had 2 assistants, grabbed 2 head coaching jobs, and him himself, he coached under the best in the business.
In the corner, Bradley with it. Beyond the arc. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Bradley's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Warriors. Here's Muhammad. It's deflected. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Andrew Wiggins' ball handling lagged behind the rest of his game before he came to the NBA, but he's found he can use his size to post up immediately. It's a talent that many players don't develop until they've been in the league for years. Kevin, he's got the footwork, and as his skills develop, he's almost certain to become a superstar.
Sure does. Thanks, D.A. Durant just inside the line. That one's good from the corner. Durant's got 10.
And that's where KD just feasts with this team. When it comes to those spot-ups, he's as good as anyone in the league.
Fades back. And it's Bradley with the rebound. With the Kerr coaching tree, you're also talking about some big names like Alvin Gentry and Luke Walton. They're assistants that have moved to head coaching roles after their stint with Kerr.
Just fantastic for Steve Kerr to understand is if we keep winning, you're going to keep losing assistants. But you know what? They're winning, and that's the nature of the business.
Bean passes to Dang. But they get it back. Fires the 3. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Levine.
Not a high percentage look, but the defense gave him just enough space, and he buried it.
Livingston kicks to Durant. And Durant gets double-teamed. Now here's Livingston, guarded by Levine. Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Levine kicks to Aldridge. They set the screen. Outside Levine. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. The Warriors, number 1. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
Both teams really well served to be very aggressive attacking the rim because of how well they shoot the ball at the free throw line.
Minnesota making a switch here. Pekovic is checked in. And Golden State also making a change. Iguodala is checked in. And the foul on Cole Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns comes in for Cole Aldridge. And it's Garnett in for Andrew Wiggins. Then for the Warriors, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
Oh, that shot by Stephen Curry from the three-point line, he can hit that with his eyes closed.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And let's take a look at Steph Curry's numbers. He's had an impressive second half of the season. 16th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Minnesota. And the Warriors also making a change. Clark, he's checked in for Pachulia.
You know, even though he's been off the mark this quarter, he's trying not to let it shake his confidence.
Curry kicks to Clark. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 9. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
The defender thought about challenging the three, but saw who was shooting it and backed away.
Offensive rebound. In the corner, Bradley with it. Lets the three fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bradley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Steve, so many players will talk about how rougher the league was back in the 80s, back in the 90s. You played a part of that. Do you think the NBA has gotten softer overall as a league, and is it a good thing that it has?
Well, I think it's changed. I wouldn't call it softer because the rules have changed. I mean, you could hard foul and just get up. No flagrant, no technical. So I think now if you look at it, yes, it's not enforced the same way, but they had to clean up the physicality. But I'm still a fan on maybe keep it handshaking. You could bring that back.
I think the league can be as physical as it ever was when it wants to, but I just think the rules have given it some definition, and I think players are every bit as rugged as they once were.
Yeah, it's just totally different. I mean, you got to play within the rules.
Right.
You can't hard foul a guy and put your team in jeopardy and get thrown out of a game.
Game is, I think, maybe more pleasing to watch, right? To the average fan, there's a lot more ball movement, a lot more shooting.
People like offense.
Yes, they do.
They don't want to see 65, but that's the way I played. I like a little defense in there. Defense used to win championships.
Well, it still
does,
does,
though.
I mean,
now's a little bit of a balance.
Yeah, but don't you think defense at the end of the day is just got to be?
It's still a premium.
It's got to be there.
Yes.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Outside Curry. There's the triple. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Levine with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up off the screen. Here's Pekovic, and he converts the layup.
He got the ball inside, realized right away he had a mismatch, and took him right to school.
Warriors leading by 9.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
In this situation, I think it's a must.
They double-team Curry. Back to Iguodala. 5 to shoot. Here's Clark. Offline with his 3. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Garnett dishes to Levine. Good on the shot. Levine's got 7 now in this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Back to Iguodala. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
And just a tremendous display of strength by Iggy. Always a threat to convert, even with the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Rubio. That shot, no good. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Warriors ahead, up by 10. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from your guys in the first half. What got you to lead?
I started calling some great plays for Steph Curry.
That's why you're the coach of the year, Steve. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First half in the books. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome back as we break down all the action. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 15 points and 1 rebound. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
The thing about Steph Curry is he continues to improve. He came into the league confident, and that part has continued to grow. Winning a championship early in your career, winning an MVP, that'll do it to you. We saw the first half. No one is playing as close to his level. What we call swaggerific.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that high a percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. just bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And that'll do it, as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
I'm celebrating. We're the best.
The buildings of downtown Minneapolis all lit up on this lovely evening. Welcome back, everyone, to the Twin Cities. The second half just about to get going here. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And, you know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
I am surprised. Streaky shooter, but he is hot right now.
Timberwolves trail by 10, and on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Anderson Varejao, and it's Iguodala in at the three, the small forward. Well, as you watch Andrew Wiggins, you can see him start to pick up tricks and figure out how to go at the other great perimeter players. Last season, he pulled a fadeaway on Kobe and actually told him, I stole that from you. That was a great story.
And that's what it takes to become a great scorer in the NBA. All the great wingmen mimic those who came before them. It's necessary to build a great repertoire as a scorer.
Here's Levine. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
There were a lot of ways he could have finished that one, but he's decided to keep it classy with the finger roll.
Curry can't get it to go. Timberwolves shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors, but he mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of a coach more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling. I guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
Cool under pressure, but D.A., he's as competitive as they come. Thank you.
We all know how lethal of a shooter Thompson is, but his passing is usually right on the money as well.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, everyone knew that Karl Anthony Towns was going to be good, but I don't think anybody thought he could have the kind of season he put together last year. I mean, incredible numbers to start his career. And while everyone said, yeah, he's going to be a solid #1 pick, I think he's far more than that. He is a cornerstone of this franchise. And if he stays healthy and on this track, you're talking about a future Hall of Famer.
And here's Rubio. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Now the feed to Muhammad. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 6 assists now in the game. And another thing you notice with Towns, the numbers have been pretty phenomenal, especially last season as a rookie. Starting to draw now a lot of comparisons, Greg, to another former Wildcat, Anthony Davis.
And both do share a lot in common. Had similar statistical outputs their rookie year. But one thing I like about Towns, he's been durable. Hasn't dealt with the injury as much here early on.
Good point. And the Timberwolves call time here.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
You know what? You constantly have to be making adjustments in this league if you want to stay on your game.
Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dean comes in for Muhammad. And then for Golden State, Bradley comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Wiggins finds himself wide open and drills it. Wiggins has got 9.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Aldrich.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The dish to Bradley. Kicks it to Livingston. Back to Bradley. Thompson in the corner. Three-pointer. And it's Thompson again missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Bean passes to Rubio. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hill's checked in. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Golden State. Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. Fires, high post. Warriors with the rebound. Varejão's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Bradley against Wiggins. Livingston kicks to Durant. Takes the 3. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 3rd assist on the night. Outside, Levine. Back to Rubio. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Warriors.
And the 3 ball has been in the game plan, and it's been working for him. Having that distance shot in the arsenal, very effective way to spread out the defense.
Warriors leading by 9. Livingston dishes to Bradley. Back to Livingston. Durant for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Surprising. He usually puts the dagger in your heart. That wide open from 3.
Rubio, the pass to Levine. Feeds to Wiggins. Back to Levine. Inside, Hill. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Some changes for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Aldridge. And it's Garnett in for Ricky Rubio. Curry's checked in for Golden State. 1:07 left here in the 3rd quarter. Warriors have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. Bradley with the ball. 6 points for him. Here's Livingston. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Garnett's got his 3rd rebound on the night. He kicks to Wiggins. Poked away, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. .44 seconds left in the 3rd. Right side, Levine. There's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. Curry with the steal. And it's Bradley off the drive. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Kicks it out to Garnett. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Now Levine. He's got 11. Back to Wiggins. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, and at this...
And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from...
Keep the ball moving. Quick decisions. Get the ball from side to side.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Warriors leading by 9. Levine and Wiggins, the young athletic backcourt. Zhang is out there with Hill. And it's Garnett in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
I like that shot for him, though. Very little defensive pressure. He typically rises up and buries that.
Wiggins drives in. He's off from 17 feet.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Livingston kicks to Varejao. Here's Livingston, just 4 to shoot. Thompson from long range. Wiggins with the rebound.
Well, his team is winning. I think he wants to help seal the deal, but maybe shooting the basketball right now may not be the best way to get it done.
The Warriors shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Iguodala kicks to Curry. They set the pick. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors. Minnesota calls timeout. And Smitty, you were just starting in the league when NBA basketball games were becoming what they are today in the 90s. The popularity of the game has just increased so substantially. Was it strange to see yourself being portrayed in video games as we see now? And how did you react to it?
You know, very humbling, Kevin, to get a chance to see yourself, your name being called in the video game. But what I did like, Kevin, I was so skinny, and the video game had me looking buff with muscles and everything. So I like that.
You look pretty good right now.
Yeah, that's because you're my friend.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thank you, David. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. And, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And Curry has it in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Iguodala with the steal. Curry with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Durant kicks to Curry. Iguodala outside. This one for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And Rubio kicks to Zhang. Kicks it out to Rubio to end the run. He can't hit that time. And Golden State will come the other way. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Outside Durant. Back to Thompson. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Rubio dishes to Wiggins. They get it back.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
They're not on the same page. They look totally lost out there.
He's off on the first.
And one of the things that sticks out when you watch Andrew Wiggins is the grace with which he plays. I mean, he has incredible athleticism, but I don't think he gets enough credit yet for his footwork. And that's an area that he's improved tremendously the last couple seasons. And to me, this guy, his ceiling well, he may not have one. Just incredible, his abilities.
Levine inside the three-point line. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 12-3 run. Curry outside. Rebound, Minnesota. And just thinking about Wiggins and his footwork, his spin move while attacking the rim, Greg, is something that is becoming a signature move now for him.
Yeah, and every great scorer has a go-to move like that one. Such a difficult move to pull off when going as fast as Wiggins is. Also, he has great footwork in the post when playing with his back to the basket.
And so Tom Thibodeau has got to have a timeout right now. Well, the league last summer decided to implement new rules, Steve, to discourage the hack-a-shack intentional fouling. What'd you think?
You know what I like, Kevin, to see if we can get to a number during all quarters. If you get to a number, say, 15 team fouls. After that, no matter who it is, it's 2 shots and the ball. I think that will limit the hack-a-shack rule.
Possession would be a big factor.
Would be
that,
huge,
yes. Here's Clark. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Jones. Begovic with a screen. Takes a 3. And the basket by Jones.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Stephen Curry.
There was some vitality to his game tonight. No let-up at either end of the floor. Totally relentless. And that effort was contagious. It's what inspired them to this win here.
Here's Clark. Muhammad covering. Durant makes it off the glass.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
I mean, the game is in hand, but they're still running their offense, and they're just plain and simple, still making shots.
Muhammad, no luck. Thompson against Garnett. Thompson passes to Livingston. Back to Thompson. He feeds it to Livingston. Here's Clark. Thompson outside. Kevin Garnett with the steal. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant. He was a madman in that last quarter. His passion, commitment to winning, just on another level compared to most of the guys out there tonight.
That's what I call a road show, guys. By the time he was done breaking those fans' heart, you could have heard a pin dropped in here. Listen, ting, see what I mean? He's a ruthless.
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, the entire